in terms of the goals that they scored today, and we can go through all the goals that they have been scored this season, and it's not like teams are breaking Barcelona down with some incredible play and that you would say, you know what, hey, Jude Bellingham in El Clásico, you put it in the top corner, hey, you can't do much about that. But not this. This is happening week in and week out. And it goes back to a point that we made at halftime and we made it pregame. I'm being told by people, you know what? Xavi, having announced the fact that he's going at the end of the season, means that the players are now free of this pressure. He told us that now the players will be freed of this pressure. The problem is, I don't care what pressure they feel free now. They can't defend. And so now, magically, just because Xavi announced whatever he announced, it doesn't mean that now you can defend because you're still lacking structure. You're still lacking basic concept. You're still lacking effort defensively. And until you stop that, until you stop giving up 3 goals to a second-to-last place team, then we're going to continue to be having these conversations.
We saw it at the half, Xavi in frustration, punching the chair after the goal from Granada. Luis, you know Xavi well. What do you think he's most frustrated about coming off this performance?
There are a few things that I'm sure that he must be they're very disappointed and frustrated about it. First thing is why Barcelona is, of course, conceding so many chances, so many options, because Ali is talking about the pressure. You feel the pressure when you're on the ball. That's when you can have the pressure because you don't know what you have to do with it, where to pass the ball, the movements. But when the problems that Barcelona is having is when he's not on the ball. That's when they are having a lot of trouble. Where the players have to be, where the covers have to be done. If the centre back has to cover the fullback have to cover that's the problems that they have. And of course, Xavi can create a system and a style of play, but when the ball is on the move, he cannot be with remote control like a PlayStation, move the player where they should be. That's the players where they have to understand, analyze the game, and read what is happening on the field. And that's something that we cannot go on Xavi's. We have to look at the players and tell them, listen, guys, you have to be more focused. You have to be reading the game every single time, because Ali was mentioning about that goal. Iñaki Martinez out of position because he's left his position to go to the wide area. So he's the fullback, the left fullback, who have to cover the place, or the center midfielder who has to cover his place. And that's not happening. Everybody is ball watching. So you cannot go to Xavi and tell him, listen, make your players do that, because they are the players who have to take those decisions. So I'm thinking that that's what Xavi is most frustrated about, that the players are not able to read what is happening on the field or what is needed to be done.